Dreams just launched on PlayStation 4 this past week, and I wanted to make this video first off to celebrate the launch of the game. I mean, I've been following Dreams for years now, and eventually I even covered and streamed both the Dreams beta and early access on my YouTube channel for a while. I'm sure some of you might have thought I lost interest in the game due to the lack of videos about it, but that's not the case. I've put in over 100 hours into the beta, probably more during early access, and I played a lot last month especially. And with the full game out now, I can finally play the official story mode by Media Molecule. It's the first thing they showed off when they revealed Dreams so many years ago, and they've showcased it in so many trailers at this point. I can't believe it's been around 7 years since the very first teaser. But the full release isn't just about a brand new story mode though. The hundreds to thousands of community creations I already played back then in the beta and early access was just a taste of what is to come. Many more people are going to jump in and create even more and even better things now that the game is available to everyone. I know some of you might not know what Dreams is exactly, or might not be sold on the game due to certain things. I know a lot of my audience is from the Nintendo content I make, so I can't blame any of you if you're a bit confused or not interested, but Dreams is a PlayStation 4 exclusive game where you can pretty much do whatever you want. You can play games, listen to music, view art pieces, sculptures, films, character models, or make them either by yourself or with a friend or even with a team of multiple people. You could edit someone else's creation and make a remix of it, or just straight up use somebody's creation as an asset in your game or film. I know I've stated this in a video before, but Dreams is a game engine and a game bundled into one package. That's the best I can explain it. It's made by the creators of one of my favorite childhood franchises of all time, Little Big Planet, which was a 2D platformer with a level editor. That simple concept ended up turning into something much bigger. Throughout Little Big Planet's life, we saw way more than just 2D platforming levels. There were millions of shoot-em-ups, fighting games, racing games, puzzle games, costume giveaways, music giveaways, hide-and-seek levels, RP levels, survival levels, emo sticker levels, horrible and unoriginal but still kind of fun copied levels. Damn those Mortal Kombat and Angry Bird Bomb survivals. I know you ruined the cool pages, but you were still kind of fun. 11 years of fun to play with friends or by yourself, along with well-crafted story mode levels in each of the games, along with a few spin-offs like an endless runner on your phone or PS Vita, and an underappreciated karting game. I'll make a video on you one day, LBP karting. You and your dead on arrival online mode. I missed that game. Anyways, I'm getting off track. When going into Dreams for the very first time last year, I'll be honest, it was a bit overwhelming and felt like a departure from what I was used to for the past 7 or 8 years of Little Big Planet I played beforehand. Because for me, I went in thinking, oh, it's Media Molecule. This is essentially Little Big Planet 4. It's a spiritual successor of sorts, the next Little Big Planet. I knew it wasn't strictly a 2D platformer, but I guess I expected things to be a lot more linear. The tools and creation aspect was way more open and complex than I thought it would be. I was surprised at how much you can do with the tools, and overall, it was a lot more ambitious than I thought. And I'm not saying the tools are impossible to use or anything, I just didn't spend a lot of time with them. But I still wouldn't say it's easy to pick up and create whatever you want on the fly. You need to play through the tutorials, learn about the tools, and practice with them. And that's exactly what the best creators during the beta and early access did for the past year. And each of these creations that I'm showing now and throughout the rest of the video is just a tiny fraction of what Dreams has to offer. And for the people that want to just play these creations and check out everything that the community has already created, you can do that. I strongly recommend giving this game a chance if that's what you're interested in, because you have to remember while the creation portion of this game is a big portion, it isn't for everyone. Dream surfing and playing through other people's dreams, viewing art pieces, and listening to music is the other portion. Essentially an entire other game. Well, just think of it as one game, not a second game on top of the creation aspect. You know what I mean. Dream surfing and just checking out the community stuff is what I'm interested in the most in Dreams. And I enjoy the game a bunch because of it. You're not expected to create anything if you don't want to. Just play and discover what this community has to offer as it evolves every single day. And hey, maybe something will inspire you and you might try sculpting a statue on your own or making a song of some sort, but you don't have to. Again, I was shocked the first time I stepped into the beta, and saw how amazing some of these short little demos and prototypes and basic little games were, and I'm sure many of you will also be shocked when you jump in now that the game is officially out, and see stuff that's 10 times better and complete than what I saw last year. I bet if I were to come back next year, once both the old creators and new creators have fully adjusted to the tools, things will be even crazier. In fact, I believe someone will make a 40+ hour RPG at that point. And I'm not joking either. I honestly believe this game has enough potential for something like that to happen. It might even be in the game now. I did see people working on like Pokemon and Final Fantasy battle systems during the beta and early access. They could either be complete or like figured out at this point, and somebody might have used that battle system in their own RPG. It's possible. I do see a bright future with this game though. I'm excited to see what MM does next with Dreams, and I know it just came out, but I'm talking about years in the future. What are they eventually going to do to expand Dreams? I know they're adding tools. I don't know if VR is in it yet. It might be. I think they're adding like online multiplayer as well in the future. But there's always the possibility of Dreams to come to other platforms, such as PC and PS5. We are starting to hear more and more about games that were previously exclusive to PS4 move over to PC, such as Horizon Zero Dawn and Final Fantasy VII. In addition, we've already seen the Yakuza games and Detroit Become Human come over to PC years ago. I personally would love to see a PC port. It would boost the frame rate and graphics, obviously, but something that would really be cool is if you got more space for creating stuff, because the only limitation in Dreams is that good-for-nothing goddamn thermometer. It's been in all of the Little Big Planet games, and it really is a pain. There are ways around the thermometer, of course, such as using multiple levels, I guess they're called. Using multiple levels and connecting them to each other to make a full game. Little Big Planet did something like that, and I believe you can do the same here. Next generation, we might get a second installment, like we did with LBP as well, or at least a PS5 enhanced version of Dreams. This is all just speculation and hopes on my end, but it would be a missed opportunity if they didn't do more with this game. What, they've spent 6 to 7 years working on this really cool engine, and the community is just beginning. And there's so much more they could do with it. The one big hope I have for this game, if anything, is to pull in a lot of that Little Big Planet community. Try to pull in those really good creators from those games and thousands of active players as well. I know a lot of people, including me, used to be little kids when they first played LBP as well. But those people are a bit older now, and Dreams could be a game that interests them because of that reason. I feel like Dreams is kind of like, I don't want to say a more mature version of LBP, but like a evolution of those games. I just hope Dreams is enough to satisfy the LBP fans who are in dire need of something new, something fresh. Something like a Little Big Planet 4, I guess. Which isn't happening, by the way. At least not anytime soon. Unless some other developer like Sumo Digital was working on it this entire time, I don't see it, because Dreams is the reason Media Molecule left the LBP series. This is their new big project, big new IP that they've been developing since the beginning of the PS4 lifespan, and here we are at the end of that lifespan. Well, at least the start of a new generation. A new console is on the way, and again, not to get too ahead of myself, but I'm really hoping they do more with this series on PS5, because it's really something special, and I'm hoping that all of the development time was worth it. I can see Dreams getting bigger and bigger. I can see it becoming this big, well-known Sony franchise. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Like the video if you're hyped for Dreams like I am, and subscribe for more gaming discussions like this and more. Or rambles, I don't even know what this was. Next video won't be Dreams related or Little Big Planet related for once. Next video is probably something about Smash or Animal Crossing or something. I haven't gotten that far yet. Oh, and before I end the video, I know I didn't make an update regarding Little Big Planet Restitched. The fan-made sequel to Little Big Planet made for PC that I covered recently. It was officially cancelled, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Not too long after the first teaser trailer came out for it too. The developers of the project, Trixel Creative, were sent a cease and desist by Sony, and Little Big Planet Restitched as we knew it was canned, and that kinda sucks. The game was just getting started too. It was this small beacon of hope for the LBP community, and overall looked really promising. And I know I got a lot of you excited for the game with my last video, and I apologize for maybe promoting it in such an early state, where something like this is pretty likely. On the plus side, Trixel Creative made a statement saying that they are still working on something. apparently it will scratch the same itch as Restitched, whether that means the game will have similar mechanics and gameplay as LBP, or something else. I don't really know, but I'm sure we'll find out eventually, and depending on if it seems safe to talk about at the time, I will make a video right away. Otherwise, I'll probably wait a bit longer just in case something similar happens and end up promoting another game that you'll never get to play. RIP LBP Restitched. It sucks. I feel bad for the creators at Trixel Creative. Again, I feel bad for the people that got excited for my video, because I know a lot of you watched that video. 70,000 views is nothing to laugh at. I really appreciate the views, but I'm sorry that I got a lot of you hyped. Thanks for watching though. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.